Welcome back. We're here with SkillsTrader.com with our special feature, which is called Trade Talks. We're again at CCIF here in Calgary. It's been an unbelievable event, great networking. It's been really a great show. We have Anthony here today. Anthony, hey, thanks for being on Trade Talks.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and who you're with, what you do?
Yeah, I grew up in the business, been in it for 20 odd years, maybe more. My father used to be in the business. He was a parts supplier. Being a family business, the son was at work any opportunity I had. I've kind of separated from that business and morphed into a refinish supply solution.
Okay.
We specialize in equipment and various products that the collision industry would need. And just try to take care of body shops at every level that we possibly can. It's a service-driven business. With some unique approaches, something different in the market.
What's the name of your company?
Collision 360.
Collision 360. You know, it's funny you talk about it's a service-driven industry. The industry is changing a lot, and customer service and the experience of going to the body shop has changed a lot, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Now, which market are you in?
In Toronto, Ontario,
Toronto
Canada.
Yeah, it's a big market.
Big market.
Absolutely.
Lots of demand.
Lots of demand.
Lots of cars.
Well, we work with a couple of the trade schools there. You know, part of our mandate at SkillsTrader is what we're trying to do is really open up the eyes to the public on the opportunities in the trades and how do we attract more people into the trades, right? There seems to be a big demand now. You having the opportunity to touch several different businesses, what's the sentiment out there? What are the shops telling you? Like, is there a demand for people? Or
Your mission is in line with what I believe is the biggest issue in our industry. Me talking to my customers, and I'm an employer as well within the industry. Ultimately, we need an influx of youth. We need a steady stream of youth coming into the industry, continuing the industry. I was lucky enough to be bred into it, but not everybody has that ability or those circumstances. So as an industry, I feel our number one focus should be attracting, educating, and training the youth within the industry. When I started my business, I saw this need, and I actually started a scholarship program for youth within the trade.
cool.
We saw a gap where youth was coming into the trade, beginning their education, but not completing it. And in talking to the instructors and the schools, a lot of it comes down to financial concerns, family concerns.
Absolutely.
So I felt, as much as my business was in its infancy, I felt it was necessary to give back. It's given back to me at various levels, and every year we just help a student in need that's, having some financial issues, showing a lot of promise within the industry, and just giving them an extra boost to fulfill the program. So it's definitely something where we've got a like-minded a mission. Yeah.
Now, you said that you're also an employer. You guys hire as well. What are some positions or roles that, I feel that there's a lot of career paths that someone can take in automotive, right? When people think, I'm going to get into a body shop, I'm going to be in a body shop for the rest of my days. I think that's false. I think there's natural progressions that someone would have. Like, what would be a young person or someone that's maturing in the trade? What are some of the opportunities that can arise to them? For example, with a company like 360, like, what are you guys looking for when you're looking for talent?
With me, maybe I've been a little bit lucky, but I've taken a unique approach. My staff is pretty young. I don't remember the average off the top of my head right now, but it's probably low 30s. I've set career paths, and I've built within that. So I've had staff that have started with me as a delivery associate, and he's gone as far as he's managing my business as we speak right now.
Wow.
I've got another individual that started as a delivery, in a delivery position, and he is my technical trainer And if we're selling a welder, he's doing the training. If we're selling a measuring system, he's doing the training. He's in charge of fulfilling the equipment demands and the training demands. And these are individuals under 35.
Wow.
So within the industry, whether or not you take the traditional path and you're sanding panels or prepping cars or get to painting, it's ultimately limitless. Paint companies need skilled individuals to help them technically with paint and sales-wise. So do equipment guys, so do insurance companies writing estimates. So ultimately, I told a young individual today, it's a snowball. As long as you're passionate about the industry, you can pretty much go
grow
anywhere.
Yeah, and it's a very highly technical industry. Well,
Yeah.
Like it's fair to say that it's not the same technologies that were being used 30 years ago. I mean, these cars are the paint systems, the automotive, the technology that's coming in these vehicles. You got to be very highly trained. Now, you say you have a lot of young people working for you. We did a bit of research, and you guys have a pretty cool technology, which is a 3D measuring system, right? What's that technology called?
That's a Spinezi Touch 3D measuring system.
Yeah, can you explain us a little bit how that works? It's pretty cool stuff. We got a chance to experience it firsthand.
Yep, so I've got the opportunity, I'm a distributor of the product. I didn't develop any of that. It comes out of Italy, a great company, family-owned business out of Italy, run by the Spinezi family. The system in question, it's a laptop on a base with an articulating arm. And the articulating arm calculates the geometry from point to point. There's a database for all the points within a vehicle. And it just gives the repairer the ability of knowing where the repairs have to be done. It shows all the damage and it verifies the repair. And it's as simple as just touching the point. So you're bringing that articulating arm, you're touching the point, and it's going to tell you how many mils it's being damaged.
Got it.
And it'll tell you three-dimensionally, so length, width, and height.
Front impact, the frame gets derailed a little bit. You're able to, with touch points, pull that frame to exactly where it needs to be prior, whatever the OEM specs would have been.
Correct. And you can identify that before it gets to the work bay. So you're identifying the need for that repair in the estimating process, in the teardown process. So it's now that vehicle's not going places it doesn't necessarily have to. Now you know it does need some structural repair. It's got to see a frame machine, or no, it doesn't. And more importantly, it's verifying the repair once it's done. So now you're delivering that vehicle to the customer with proof that it's being repaired to OEM specifications. That's the most prudent part of it.
You know, with these advancements in vehicles, it would be almost impossible not to be able to do I mean, if you get a front-end collision, the necessity of having this tool. I mean,
The necessity for having this tool is actually growing, and not a lot of people know it. All vehicles have sensors on them. Those sensors have to be placed at certain angles, certain places. With this tool now, we can measure that
yes.
and confirm that it's there. The other thing that people aren't aware of is generally to recalibrate a vehicle's sensors, you need a wheel alignment. The measuring system has the ability of doing a wheel alignment. So a shop owner or a young technician or any technician that has it, the sky's the limit to really what you can do and the possibilities as cars get more technical. You've got to have a solid base before you start adding.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I could just imagine these vehicles that have the lane departures, right? I mean, if the lane departure is even 1 degree off, right? 1 degree in front of us might not appear like a big difference, but when the lane departure is looking down the highway, that 1 degree now, you're in the ditch, right?
Exactly.
I mean, it's really important to have
Especially if you drive the way I drive.
Yeah. Well, Anthony, I want to say thank you very much for participating in our episode of Trade
My
Talks.
pleasure.
I think it was very eye-opening. If anyone's looking for some technology, we're going to go ahead and we're going to post Collision 360's link on the bottom of our page. You guys can just click on it. It will take you there. And thanks again. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
I will. It's been great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.